Welcome, welcome to Googly Gloria! Today, I actually brought my green magical bag. This bag has some goodies in, friends. Yes. Are you curious? I am sure this is going to be something magical. So come, let's have a look and see. Maybe we can find today's story in this magical bag of mine. Let's have a look. Ah, here's some blocks. But that's not the story yet. Okay, so let's see. Ah, here's some books. I've got a nice book that says Adventures on the Farm. I wonder, friends, I think today I'm going to tell you the story about Bubbly's trick. Yes, that's a magical story. So, you can come. I'm going to put all this away and let's start the story. Okay, I'm going to put this just for a second. Otherwise, I won't be able to turn the pages. There we go. Right, are you ready? Okay, so today's story is Bubbly Trick. Bubbly was a water pixie. He lived in a little stream that ran through the buttercup meadow, not far from the wizard Twisty's cottage. Bubbly was a mischievous, naughty, tricky little pixie, always having a joke and always playing a prank. One day, his brother came up to him and said, "Bubbly, one day you are going to get into trouble. It's all very well to play tricks on me, Bubbly, or on other pixies, but just be careful not to try your little games on the wizard or the passing witch." Oh, that is a warning, eh, friends? "Ooh, that's a fine idea," said Bubbly at once. "I would love to trick that wizard. Now let me think." "Don't be silly," said Trickles, his brother, and swam off in disgust. Bubbly sat on the stone under the water and tickled a green frog and thought. He couldn't think of any trick to play on the twisty wizard, so he thought he would go up to the cottage where he lived and see if there's any joke that came into his head there. He swam to the edge of the stream, clambered out among the sweet-smelling water mint, and ran through the buttercups and daisies to the wizard's cottage. That is a naughty little pixie, eh, friends? He peeped in at the window. The wizard was stirring a spell in a big dish by the window. He didn't see Bubbly's cheeky face peeping in. The water pixie chuckled and rubbed his hands. Oh, he's naughty, friends. He had thought of a fine trick. He would go and buy some sherbet and at the sweet shop, and when the wizard wasn't looking, he would pop it into the bowl of magic, and it would all frizzle up and give old Twisty such a shock. Off went Bubbly, and he bought the white sherbet at the sweet shop. In a paper bag, he stole back to the cottage and peeped in. The wizard had finished stirring his bowl of magic, and it was doing something to the fire at the other end of the room. Now, this was Bubbly's chance. Look at that naughty little pixie, friends. Yeah, he's up to no good, definitely. In a In a trice, he put his hand in at the window, shook out the powder from the paper bag, and then waited to see what would happen. The powder fell into the bowl of magic, where strange spells were stirring. As soon as the sherbet touched the magic liquid, there came a great sizzling noise, and all the stuff in the bowl rose up like a snowdrift. It frothed over the edges of the bowl and to the table, and Bubbly grinned to see what is happening. He was so satisfied with what he did. The twisty wizard turned round when he heard the sizzling noise. He started at the frothing bowl in the greatest astonishment. Then he rushed to it and shouting, "The spell has gone wrong! Jumping broomsticks, the spell has gone wrong!" He took up the bowl and threw all the magic in the straight out of the window. And, as you know, Bubbly was outside, so it went all over him. Ah, friends, that is something that actually can sometimes happen very often when you try to play a trick. It turns on you. He fell down in a fright, soaked through, and oh my, whatever do you think? When he got up, he had turned bright blue. He looked down at himself in horror and fear, a bright blue pixie. Whatever would everyone say to him? "Oh, oh, oh!" wailed Bubbly, quite forgetting he was just outside the window. The wizard heard him howling, and once popped his head out when he saw Bubbly there. He growled like an angry dog and stretched out his hand and grabbed hold of this frightened pixie. In a moment he was standing in the kitchen before the furious wizard. "Did you put anything into my bowl of magic?" asked Twisty. Yes, sobbed Bubbly. "I put some sherbet and it might just to make it frizzle up." Ah, you see, that's what happened, friends. "You wicked, mischievous, interfering, meddling creature!" cried the angry wizard. "That spell took me 4 months to make, and now I have to throw it out the window." "It's made me all blue," said Bubbly. "Of course it has," said Twisty. "It was a spell to make blue lightning, so it turned you into blue as quick as lightning. What's your name?" "Bubbly," said Bubbly. "Oh, I've heard of you before," said Twisty. "You're the pixie that makes himself a nuisance to everybody by playing tricks on them. All right, this is the last trick you play. I shall send you to the gobble-up dragon to be eaten." Now Bubbly was indeed frightened. He tried so hard to think of some way to escape. How could he outwit this wizard? He must think hard. "Yes," he said at last. "Send me to the gobble-up. I don't care what you do with me, as long as you don't drown me." "Oh, so you don't mind going to the gobble-up," said Twisty. "Well, if it's no punishment, I won't send you there. I'll pop you into the saucepan, turn you into a goose, and have you for dinner." Yes, do that, said Bubbly. "But please, I do beg you, don't drown me." "Oh, so you like being turned into a goose, do you?" said Twisty. "Well, I'll think of something else. I'll sit you on a broomstick that will take you to the Green-Eye Witch. You can be a servant for 100 years. That would be nice, said Bubbly. Yes, yes, do that, do that. Anything, if you only do not drown me. What? You'd like to go to the green-eyed witch? Said the wizard in surprise. Well, I certainly won't send you there. I will turn you into a green frog and give you to my pet duck. Can you see what he's doing, friends? He's actually trying to get the wizard to change his mind every time, just by actually agreeing to all the horrible things that the wizard wants to do to him. Oh do, said Bubbly. I'd like that, but please don't drown me. Well, I think I will drown you, seeing that you are so scared of that, said the wizard spitefully. He caught hold of Bubbly and dragged him out to the cottage down the stream. Then he threw him in, splash, into the water and stood by to watch what happened, rubbing his hands in glee to think what fearful punishment he had given this pixie. That's a bit evil, eh, friends? But Bubbly swam to the other side at once in delight. He popped out his cheeky head now a bright blue one, and sang out, I'm so pleased to be home, I'm so pleased to be home, Twisty, I'm so pleased to be home. Many thanks to you, many thanks to you. Then he swam out to tell his brother all about it. The bright blue gradually wore off, and he still has his blue ears. So if you meet him, you are sure to know that he is the mischievous, cheeky little Bubbly. That was so clever, eh, friends? Look there. And he finally got away. I do hope that this does not give you any ideas, because this is a naughty little pixie. And unfortunately, there will come a time that he will get punished, and that is not a nice thing, hey? So rather make sure that you do the right thing. It was so lovely to see you again, friends. From me to you, Googly Gloria says bye.